The Neptunes have returned, and we saw exactly what happened last episode, folks. We enter this game on a 16-game winning streak. Since that 3-point loss against the Raptors, we have somehow not lost a game since then, and this defense has played absolutely stellar basketball. We've allowed the highest at 117 only twice, then it goes down to 110 against the Jazz, and then 106 against the Hawks. Those are your 4 highest scoring games against us during this stretch. Our offense is still top 3 in the entire league, only behind the Bucks and Raptors, and our defense is now top 2, only behind the San Antonio Spurs. We have turned this ship around. We have brought in these defensive pieces, and they're making a huge difference because right now our differential leads the league. And Mac Boyd continues his MVP level campaign, still leads the entire league in scoring as the only player above 28 points per game, putting him over 7 boards, 6 assists, over a steal and a block per game, shooting lights out from the field and from behind the arc. His monster season is only going to continue if this win streak can be kept alive. And right now, your plus-minus leaders for the team are Dern and Jovanovic, followed by Mac Boyd at 9.4. So all 3 guys are having absolutely just great starts to the year, just as the entire team is. But we're playing a Celtics team that was 9-1 to start the season, and now they're 12-10. They've got Kristaps, Oakley, Jaylen Brown, and more, but this team has now lost 8 straight games. It's really a tale of 2 completely different teams here. They were off to a hot start, and now they've lost 8 straight. We were off to a slow start. Now we've won 16 straight. So we should win this game, but anything can happen. So here we go, back at home in Atlantic Arena, trying to defend a 16-game win streak and a perfect record at home to start the season. Let's go, everybody. The Neptunes are here. We're trying to get in first place here in the Eastern Conference. First play, Collins, bucket and foul on Porzingis. Yes, sir, what a way to start the day. But can he hit the free throw? One of the biggest concerns to start the season is, can this team knock down the free throws when they matter? Because they often do. Fading away, Porzingis misses his first shot attempt, and that's not a smart one either. We'll take shots like that all day. I also wanted to see what this team would look like wearing the away uniforms here at home, and I think it looks pretty good along with the court, so I like that a lot. First bucket for Oakley will open the scoring for Boston here as they're going to score off the Mac Boyd turnover. Pick and roll, lob for Boyd from Jovanovic. Beautiful pass and a beautiful dunk. Man, if these 2 guys can keep linking up like that, man, what a fun duo. Nice screen for Oakley. He fires the 3, but it's off the mark. And Collins pulls it down. Top of the key. 3 for Boyd. It's a deep shot right off the other play. We quickly lead 8-2. Woolridge, pick and roll with Higgins. He lost the handle, and Jovi has a steal. We're going to feed Collins. He's got Kristaps on him. Tough shot, and it rattles out. And now Duran gets a steal. Oakley tries to go over the top to Higgins. But we get it back. Another quick shot. Boyd missed it this time. Celtics get it back down by 6. Screen from Higgins. Woolridge pulls the trigger, but that one's off too. Quick pass up ahead to Boyd. The jumper rattles out. That's a good pass, though, by Dort. And now Dort jumps the pass. Great read right there. He fires and misses the shot. I got to turn that one into points next time around. But still a good play on the defensive side of the ball. Brown. Tough shot. Dort there in his face. Great job off the screen. Off-ball movement for Jovanovic in the paint for the stuff. Nobody there with him, and Boyd gets the assist. So after a Celtics timeout, Brown immediately cans a triple from behind the arc. That'll cut our lead down to 5. I thought about, before the year started, putting our game plan to shoot at will on the offensive side of the ball. And I'm glad I didn't, because the goal there was to increase the pace of the team more to match the actual 7 seconds. But from what I've seen so far this year without having done that, I think we do have a pretty good paced offense and a good offense as well. I mean, clearly the stats back that up, but I'm glad I did not change that to start the season. Dort's got an open triple, and it's in there. Money, and the assist goes to Boyd once again. Our lead is up to 10. They got a little bit of a size mismatch here with Kristaps over Collins, but another tough shot that won't fall. And off. Yovi, out of a shot, finds Collins wide open. The triple is in there in the corner. Oh, now a foul on Oakley off ball with a bad screen. Here's an update on your Eastern Conference rankings. Again, we have won 16 straight. Now we're in second. Boston was in first. They've lost 8 in a row. Trying to avoid a 9th loss here. Oh, that's a nice steal from Woolridge. Collins tried to go over the top to Jovanovic. Instead, turns it over, and it leads to points on the other end. Waiting for Yovi off ball. Does not even get the rock after the play is run. A shot counting down, and Boyd just pulls the trigger, but it's off. Not a bad shot, though. I had plenty of space to knock it down. Oakley over Boyd. Got it. And they go back to Collins down low. He finds Dort way across the court in the corner. Three's up, but that was a great pass by Collins. Here comes a screen for Woolridge. Little pick and roll. He won't pass it. The shot's off, but Higgins gets it back as Duran was trying to block the shot from Woolridge. Dort finds Boyd. He's got a mismatch. Are we going to attack that? Maybe not. Yovi has 1-2 against Oakley. He wants to take it inside, and he draws the shooting foul. Second one after the bad screen, and might be seeing Oakley here exit the game after this free throw, and he will. Jovanovic hits the first, and he goes 1 for 2. Still got to get those free throws under wraps. Malachi Branham checks in for the 2-foul Oakley, and he immediately finds Kristaps over the top. Collins almost had it just out of the reach. 6-point game, 4.5 to play in this first quarter. So Anthony's now in the game. He finds Collins for the monster jam. So we answer right back with a pick and roll of our own. Woolridge attacks Jovanovic. Beat him off the dribble, but Duran, that's a nice help defense. Dort to Yovi's right. He finds Collins at the rim for another jam. Yes, sir. Great passing by the Tunes in transition. Love seeing that. You got Murray, Boyd, and Webb at the scores table right now, as Boyd did take a bit of a breather here. And now Porzingis picks up a foul off the bad screen. Now all those guys can check in. Gonna get to Webb down low. Back and down. Spinning. But can't score on Gobert, who is coming off the bench for Boston. I think that's Gobert, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Tough shot for Anthony. No dice, and it's tracked down by Sergio Munoz. His first minutes off the bench today. He's their highest minute backup here in Boston. Screen from Vin Person. Munoz's shot is off the mark. I'm playing some great defense here in the first quarter, man. Love what I'm seeing out of pretty much the entire team. Boyd pulls up on the other end and splashes one in, and we're doubling up on the Celtics. Branham out to Brown. Waiting for a screen. A shot. No, it's a pass to Person instead. But he can't knock it down, and that was a good look, too. The open one's not falling right now for Boston, and the tough one's not falling either. They double Boyd. Anthony's open for the three. They're going to show Dylan Webb's drop up in rebounds for some reason. Not sure why they just showed that stat. But you are seeing that, you know, with less playing time, obviously, he will have less rebounds. That is going to happen. But he is a guy that can contribute. Just about, can he fit in this system for us? We're still trying to find out if he can, but I mean, not going to make a change right now with this win streak going on at all. We're playing some great basketball. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and we're looking pretty good, but Boston is having some issues trying to find even open looks. And even when they do get those, they aren't dropping too much. Another miss here for Vin Person. After a reach-in foul, Jovanovic scores off the inbound pass. We are absolutely dicing these guys up in the first quarter. Even better than last game. Branham shakes off Kispert and finally breaks the cold spell for the Celtics. Off the high ball screen. Yovi back to Duren. Nice pick and roll, and Gobert fouled him too. Nothing going right for Boston here in Virginia Beach. Came down the coast and they're rattled right now. The free throw is good. Branham spins and scores at the rim. Duren a bit too late there on the help. Clock counting down. Murray just pulls up. Questionable shot right there. Had a screen right to his left. Brown almost turned it over. Ray tried to jump that, but then Branham scores instead. Last play of the quarter. Who do we draw this play up for? Jovanovic against Munoz. Do not just take it from way out here, man. It's 34-20 through one. Great start for the Neptunes and a poor one for Boston. We're looking good. Start of the quarter as Matthew Rhodes checks in for the Neptunes. Jaylen Brown still out there for Boston. He takes the first shot of the quarter, and it's off the mark. Kispert, good job staying with him. Jovanovic pulls up in the face of Munoz, and it just misses. Off the screen, Brown, quick shot. Missed it. Duren comes flying in for the board. Shots like that, I mean, that's not a terrible shot, but got to start knocking those down if they want a chance to win this game and get back in it. Kispert's open. Can he knock it down? No, that was a pretty bad break from him. Don't see that very often. There's a screen from Person. Covered pretty well. Good job by Yovi to stick with Munoz. Shot's going to wind down, and Brown has to force another one. Up to Kispert. He'll attack the rim and lay it in for two. Smart move. Here's a mismatch. Yovi on Brown, but then he just turns it over as Rhodes jumps the pass. Great steal there for the rookie. And now I'll pull the trigger. Top of the key, and he drew the foul. Okay. Ward's called for it. 3 free throws for Matthew Rhodes. The A-plus potential rookie that we took at, what was it, pick 13? First one's off. Second one in there. We really have not seen him score hardly at all. He's kind of a passive player, at least right now in his career. With other just better players on the court, he's not going to get the rock as much. He goes 2 for 3, though, and we lead by 18. Branham. Wow, that's a deep shot, and a tough one, too. Pretty much fading away. They still have yet to score in the second quarter. Jovanovic wide open, top of the key. Got it! But Jalen Duren's down! No! This is, like, the one thing you can't have is have a star player get hurt. And again, I guess a streak like this, that means that Dalen Webb will get a lot more playing time going forward. And John Collins will at center as well. That's going to shake up this lineup a lot. But Brown picks up an armbar charge. And we get it right back, up by 21. We've seen players play through injuries like that, so hopefully Duren's not going to be out for any length of time. And if he is, hopefully it's only a short span. But I really don't want to be losing him because he is like a perfect fit for our scheme. And Webb is not, so If you have to start Webb or somebody else at center, then you're losing a lot of what Duren gives you. But we'll see what happens. And wow, we almost turned the ball over there, and we get it right back after Anthony gave it right to him. Isolation, I guess, for Anthony. Trying to shake off Munoz. And he has to pick up his dribble. But he finds Collins on the backdoor cut. Smart play by him. We've already got 15 assists. We averaged 26. Like, we aren't the best, like, passing team by any means. But tonight, we are passing exquisitely. Munoz. Back to Brown. Tough shot. Dort's there in his face. And Jaylen Brown has lost all his rhythm here. Now 2 for 8 from the field. Anthony for the 3. It's good. We can't be stopped right now. Look at the difference between these two teams. One that's on a massive win streak and one that is on a massive losing streak. This is crazy. 46-20. Timeout Boston. They still haven't scored in this quarter. Woolridge, that is a tough shot. I mean, if they keep taking shots like that, the chance of them scoring in this quarter, it just gets lower and lower. But Dort lost the ball. They get it back. Fast break. We slow it down. Good job getting back on defense. Frazier's got it. He picks it up. And Dort's right there, man. Like, look at this defense. And then they lost the ball. Anthony pokes out and Collins picks it up. Get it to Collins. He throws it up. That's a pretty wild one. Fading away now. Another tough shot. Woolridge might want to stop taking those now. Behind the arc. Boyd misses this one. Had a hand in his face. You go up to Frazier. Quick 3. Dort beats him there. 5 minutes and counting. No points for the Celtics. Lob over the top. It's tipped by Frazier. He'll stay with us, though. We're still up by 26, and Boston right now is just no threat to us, man. Like, this is embarrassing from them. Boyd, the jumper. Not this time either. Good defense from Jaylen Brown. Webb checks in for us at center. Or, he does check in. Cool. Thought he wasn't out there for a moment. And there's the first bucket for Boston. It comes at pretty much the halfway point of the quarter. Wow. Isolation. Anthony attacking Woolridge. Spinning and missing the layup at the hoop. Another tough shot, but Woolridge hits it this time. I guess it was going to fall eventually. Double screens. Anthony trying to work it, but Dort picks up a foul off a bad screen. Good switch. Good defense on this possession by the Neptunes. Dort's with Brown, but he gets cut on the screen. Open 3, and Brown missed it. Look at this stuff, man. If they want to win, they got to hit shots like that. Lob for Webb over the top. Beautiful throw there by Dort. Will they surpass 30 points before halftime? I'm not so sure. Woolridge out of a shot. Oakley couldn't hang on. On the other end, Dort fades away and a close range shot and missed it. Another chance that we just can't convert off a turnover, but that's okay. Brown, the triple. He's already tired out there. He's played almost the entire first half. Boyd's wide open. How do you let this happen? Eyeball screen. Dort sticking with Brown all the way. They still only have 4 total points here in the second quarter. Brown's locked up by Dort. Oakley has to force the triple, and it's no good. Boyd right there in his mouth. This defense is looking even better than last time. I'm so impressed by all of our players right now, and Boyd keeps it going. Higgins attacks, and Webb's called for a foul. Bucket almost went. This game is going to be over at halftime, and the free throws aren't even falling for him either. At least go 1 for 2. Jesus. Did not expect this much of a lopsided game coming into it. On national TV, too, this is bad for the Celtics through and through. Their fans have got to be upset. Anthony, easy layup. We got 55 and still a couple of minutes to finish off the half. Woolridge attacking Anthony, missed it. Porzingis trying to clean things up, and he draws the foul on Steve Ray. Pretty much nothing from Porzingis to speak of in this game, and he's averaged like 18 points a game here in year 5. Free throws are good. Oh, Boyd almost turns the ball over, gets it to Webb, who has it stripped. He gets it back and still scores. What a wild play. We're 22 for 38. They're 11 for 34. Just for the percent, so you guys are aware of how just different these two teams are right now. That's 32% for them, 58% for us. We're also plus 50% from 3. They are 12% from 3, but they have taken some awful shots. Like, their shot selection has been one of the worst we've seen in a long time. Except for this shot, which is wide open, but they can't even hit that. At the rim, Collins, Porzingis draped all over him. It just doesn't matter. This offense is absolutely humming right now, and nobody on our team can be stopped right now. Not a single player. Woolridge is going to do something here, probably shoot it. He will, and he missed it at the rim. Anthony, great defense, and he also gets the board. Woolridge now just 1 for 8. He's been one of the big reasons why they are down by 32 in the first half. Shot clock counting down, though. A minute to go. Anthony has to force it. It's off. Higgins over Webb. Lays it in. Tough bucket. They've got 9 now. Still not even the double digits in the second quarter. Just, wow. Oh, they left Anthony wide open. He missed the shot, but probably a bad move to leave him that open next time around. Woolridge rises up and hits again. They finally get to 11 points to end the first half, but the first quarter was already bad enough, and this quarter was a whole lot worse somehow. It's halftime, and we lead 59-31. The defense has been absolutely stellar, and the offense can't be slowed down. But we're going to keep it going, folks. We're not going to watch the highlights just yet. I want to see maybe the first half of the third quarter, and then after that, maybe just watch the highlights from there on out. But I want to get a bit more, you know, of a depth reading on this game, just besides the first half, because you know how the halves are usually pretty different in most of these games. So, I want to see a bit more. We just had Jovanovic set a screen on Porzingis. What is that? That is a very interesting call there. And we do have Collins in at center right now, so Duran is still not returned. We have Anthony starting the half as Jovanovic pokes it out from Porzingis, and he's got a steal. Up to Boyd, at the rim over Woolridge. Easy finish. Top of the key. Oakley misses the triple. Wasn't that open either. Dort's got it. Flies past Oakley. Easy shot. It's in there. Injury update on Jalen Duran, by the way, and he has a collapsed lung, so he's going to be dealing with that for 2 to 4 weeks, but he should be able to play through this, so he should check in soon. Maybe he can't play through it. I mean, his inside scoring is terrible, but still decent post defense. Rebounding definitely goes down. Maybe he can't play through it after all. He goes down from 86 to a 79 overall, so maybe not. Wow, they just threw it right to John Collins. What is Woolridge doing here, man? He has put together a terrible performance. Jovanovic trying to shake Brown here. Can't do it, but he'll have to force it either way. And it's off. Off the screen. Oakley back to Porzingis. Easy shot. Now a screen from Cole Anthony. Interesting. Jovanovic up and under. Missed it. And had his own rebound tipped out of his hands. Brown. Lost the handle. Gets it back, but and dribble again. Woolridge pulls up and missed it. Their offense is looking pretty damn similar to what they were doing in the first half. Not much of a change there. Both teams are kind of slow out the gate here in the second half as we turn the ball over. Anthony threw it right to Kristaps. Up to Brown. Readjusting and finishing through the contact from Yovi. 6 points off turnovers for both teams now. Could have had more for us, but we had a couple of chances that we did not convert. Both of them were Lou Dort, I think. 8 to play in the quarter. Probably have about, 2 or so minutes left of the in-depth watching, and then we'll just go to the highlights afterwards. Time counting down here for Boyd. He's got to create something, and he's still got it. Man, he has become such an absolute weapon, man. 17 points, 50% from the field. Brown, downhill, but he missed the shot. Dort in his face. Murray finds Dort wide open in the corner for 3. Great find. 7 more threes for us than Boston. Been a huge difference in this game, besides just them shooting horribly. Oakley shakes off Boyd for a moment, but he gets back and takes a tough shot. Murray with space. Not this time, but a good pass there by John Collins to find the open man. Brown finds Oakley, but man, they still just cannot score the basketball, dude. This offense, I'm not really sure what happened after they were 9-1 or whatever, but once they got their 12th win, something happened and they've lost so many games. And I think it's because they're playing to a similar level like they are here. And you cannot win playing like this, and we are doubling up on them with 70 points now. Kristaps just missed a wide open 3. Boyd lost it, and Brown gets it from him. A steal. Almost going on the other end, but Woolridge hangs on. Then he takes one of the worst shots you'll ever see. Jovanovic lobs it for Collins, who is not even covered at the rim. The defense is bad. The offense is horrible. Boston has completely dropped off the map just randomly. I gotta see their lineup and see if they lost a key player or something, because something had to have changed in this last month or so to cause this to happen. Oakley misses it at the rim, but Higgins is there for the tip-in. Kristaps, what in God's name was that? He just created that out of nothing, but I guess they need those. And down by, 35? Over Higgins. Webb got it. Too easy for him, man. And they got under 4 minutes to go until this quarter's over, and they're still below 40 points. I am so incredibly shocked by this. I've never seen a game like this before. As Boyd stuffs Brown's shot back in his face. Oh, my God. Woolridge fades away and found some space in the paint, but this dude has been horrible. He's 3 for 13 now. It's an awful performance. Boyd at the rim for the easy jam off the assist from Cole Anthony. It was fouled too. Free throw is up and good. Pick and roll. Ball's tipped. Person still got it. And he finishes at the rim. But that's a good tip there by Matthew Rhodes. A 3 finally falls for the Celtics. Malachi Branham got it this time around. Top of the key. Anthony answers right back. And then Person comes back around and says, not over yet. Well, it is over, but not over yet in terms of the trading threes aspect. Now they're only a point shy of 50. Congratulations. Kispert finds Webb up ahead for the bucket right after a nice steal. Don't do that too often from Corey Kispert. But I think we're probably just going to skip the highlights for the fourth quarter just because it's this good of a blowout, this bad of a blowout. It's like we've already seen quite enough as Murray blocks a shot from Munoz. Another great defensive play. We have really turned this thing around on the defensive end, man. Just by adding like 2 new players and keeping the rest of the guys around, everybody just looks better on defense overall. So I love that. But yeah, with the game being this far over, I think it's probably just smart just to sim to the end and not waste our time here. There's Porzingis on the bucket. He wants a foul, but not going to get one. Anthony finds Kispert leaking back to the rim. Nice pass beyond Branham, and the passing on display has been fantastic the entire way through. Branham wide open. Got it again. There's a screen. Last play of the quarter. Anthony's wide open. You just can't ask for much more than that, can ya? 89-54 through 3. A dominant showing from the opening tip from your Neptunes. This game's all but over. We're going to jump all the way to the last 2 minutes of regulation here. Just get some last few highlights and end off this game the only way we know how. With a win. It's 118-85. They definitely have picked up the scoring here in the second half. Had their best quarter through 3 in the third. And then having their best scoring quarter overall here in the fourth. So they're pretty much back to like decent scoring. But we're also scoring as we were in the first half. We're up to 120 now. Better scoring half than we had in the first. So good stuff there all around. Oakley lost it. Webb strips him for the steal. That's just a great play right there. So we got Webb, Anthony, Murray, Rhodes, and Kispert out there to end the game, it looks like. Want to give Rhodes a shot here. But I don't know if he can create by himself. Going to take Higgins off the ball. It's not going to work, and they're going to force a tough shot for Anthony. Webb cleans it up, though, and missed it. Gets it back again. Third try, no. Fourth try, no. Jesus. All right. I see how it is. Kispert readjusts at the rim and scores. Going to be our last bucket of the contest, folks. The Neptunes absolutely bludgeon the Boston Celtics here at home to keep our perfect home record alive and keep our 16-win streak alive as it extends to 17 now. This team is on absolute fire. I'm not sure who can slow us down right now, but it's got to be a star-studded team, you would have to guess. 122-87 your final score. What a performance. .28 for Boyd to match his season average. He shot the ball very well, but they did have 5 turnovers, so got to clean those up. But John Collins played very, very well. 16 and 9, 7 for 9 from the field. Cole Anthony was pretty good, 16 and 12. Dylan Webb had a double-double. He got player of the game, actually. Jovanovic is definitely taking less shots this year than last year, but I think it's probably for a good reason. He had less minutes in this game for some reason. Not sure why. I guess because we were just blowing him out and no real point to play in the fourth quarter if you're up by that much. So only 22 minutes for him. But Dort, just fantastic defense as always. Kispert hit a couple of shots, but Duran got hurt. So I'm not sure why I thought he would be able to play through a collapse long. That's not going to be the case at all. But we played great defense on Jaylen Brown and Porzingis and Woolridge and made lives tough for all of them. All the guys that actually took a lot of shots did not shoot very well. So great win overall. Holding to 42% shooting, and we continue to just absolutely just light up these scoreboards, man. The win streak continues. Another home game against the Rockets. They're 14-9. We saw us blow them out last episode. We'll see if we can do it here again. But we got to face a better team, and maybe the Hornets is a good matchup to look into next time because they've got a really good roster, and they've given us problems before. Despite us being the better team last year, they still gave us plenty of issues and made those games close sometimes. Are there any other good teams that are worth watching that are actually, top of the line, top of the league? So right now, the Raptors have a better record than we do. They're also very, very good at home. The Bucks are right behind us. Then it's the Spurs, then the Rockets. So once you get past the Spurs, things get very tight around the league. So Spurs, Bucks, or Raptors is probably your next opponent, and we don't play the Spurs in a while. We're going to have to watch the road Spurs game later on this season in February, so we'll postpone that for then. But it's probably at least worth watching a rematch with the Bucks next episode because they beat us in the playoffs, and we look a lot better this year, and they still have a cracked roster, so maybe you see if you can slow those guys down. Why not? So that's the game plan for next episode. We're going to sim the first 12 games and then watch the one on the road on New Year's Eve against Milwaukee. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I can't wait for that. But I mean, what a freaking episode, guys. The win streak continues. We are winners of 17 straight. We are first in the power rankings, and we are looking like a very, very good basketball team right now with Mac Boyd leading the charge. We're going to pick things up next time, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.